Hi, it's Chief here today, and we are going to talk about this tank in a way, but more of Scout. There's a lot of light tank in the game, and I have quite a few. Well, as you can see, some of these I've gotten in that one bundle package. This one and this one I got. Um, what is scouting and how do you play a light tank? Obviously, as a light tank, you are extremely fast most of the time. Um, but there are different kind of light tanks. For instance, ELC. What is ELC good for? It's not a scout. It's really fast. It has no armor. It doesn't really have a turret. I mean, it has a turret, but it doesn't turn very far. It's a raider. You get behind, you use your speed to get to positions where you can fire on your enemy when they're least expected, and when they are not looking, you get behind them and kill them from behind or create chaos in their base, killing their artilleries, killing their lightly armored tank destroyers and stuff like that. And if you do happen to run into a lone heavy tank, your tank is so low they can't bring their guns on you. For example, this is how low a ELC is. What am I talking about? um, this is how high a T-34 is. T-34 is not a very tall tank. There are tanks like that, like T1. If ELC ever gets along the side of it, or the back of one of these, or for example, a low even, there is no way you can bring your gun low enough to shoot it, and he's just gonna pump shots after shots after shots into your heavy tank until one, he kills you, or two, you squish him against a wall. Because you can't do that. I've done it. Um, but that's not scouting. You can't sit there. So in this tank, I should have gotten rammer, but it doesn't really matter. You don't fire fast enough. You're not gonna sit here and pull DPM. So rammer is not important in this case. Camel net to conceal yourself a little bit better. I got Eagle Eye, and the reason why is I want to be able to, well, when it gets to 100%, I want to be able to identify weaker tanks that have modules broken. For instance, if I know a tank that had, let's say, had been ammo racked, or his ammo rack was broken and he hasn't repaired it, I know how long it'll take for him to shoot me, so I know how long I have of driving up to him, pop a shot, and run away. So stuff like that. This is very important torsion bar. The reason is this tank is so fast. One, you don't want enemy to track you, so with this, you'll take, most of the time you'll take an extra shot before they can break off your tracks, in case they hit you in the tracks. Because if you stop in this tank in open field, yeah, everybody's gonna shoot at you. You're dead. So that's important. Kuven, yeah, it improves everything, so I don't see why not. But we're not talking about raiders. We're talking about scouts. Now I have two very different tanks set up for scouting, or at least while I'm grinding. A tank destroyer. Okay, the Hellcat. Actually, I have a few. Okay, open top vehicle, pretty good deep view range. So I have a rammer, I have a camel net, and I have binocs. And I have it on another very unexpected tank, the Persian. Now, why would you set up a Persian as a scout? I mean, it's not really a scout. It's not very fast, not by any means. It has decent speed, but it's not fast. All American medium, starting from even T20, has really good view range. Everybody knows that. It's a very tall tank. It has very good commander ports to view out, so you can see very far. Therefore, and you're medium, so short distance you have very good speed, you have very good starting speed, which means you can get into a position, put your binocs to work. You have a really decent gun, a 90 mil that does decent damage, that have good pin. So you can sit in the tree or a bush, and you can sit behind enemy lines, and essentially when they're not expecting, you can take out with your big gun. You can pop off enemy with low health. um, so yeah, you can set this up as scout. Well, not really scout, this is more of a spotter than a scout. Now you can set up the Hellcat as a pure scout. Extreme speed, good view range, very very good signal range. This is tier 10 signal range, 750. Yeah, most tier 10 vehicles have that. So you will be able to relay your position back to your team. You will be able to spot simply because you're open top vehicle. Tier 6 was 100 millimeter, I mean a 90 millimeter, great damage. So you are able to pick off targets, weaker targets, one shot targets mostly, at a decent range and with very good efficiency and very good accuracy. And if anything, you will be able to keep your enemy lit for your team, for your RD, for your team behind you to take them out. You just have to find a good concealed position and take shots very carefully. But today we are going to look at a light tank, because everybody uses light tank as scouts. Now there's a few kind of scout. One of the two ultimate light tank scouts are the AMX 1390 at tier 8 and the WZ 132. They work a little bit differently, but the concept is the same. They're fast. They can get into good concealed positions very very quickly. And as far as camo value goes, light tank, I forgot what patch it is. They've give light tank very very good camo value, where even if you are moving around, it's still much harder to detect than say heavy tank. So great camo value. The gun itself it has good alpha damage. Definitely, it's a 6 clip 90 mil at 240 alpha damage. This isn't perfect, but it's good. Okay. Unfortunately, the disappointing part is, and I don't know, you can tell me, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel that this amount of HE damage versus what I can put out is too close. And so I don't tend to carry HE rounds, because if I load a clip, I have to fire it off, or it takes, forever to reload. The reload time of the gun is 42 seconds, and I can't have rammers, which means I would have to have crew skills. Working on this tank still, so my crew's not that great. And as you can see, this tank is basically mostly geared on view ranges and stuff like that. So camouflage, their next skill is all going to be camo, vent, and of course binocs. I don't have rammer, otherwise it would have been a rammer. So WZ 132, however, has a bigger gun but slow fire rate. So this tank, I am able to hide myself in the bush, because again, it's a very small tank. I am able to sit there until someone come along, and then I can blast them. And it has 6 round clip, so even versus bigger tanks, I have enough firepower to kill a relatively big tank, as long as they're damaged. 6 rounds and 240 each, and I feel that sometimes a lot of times I get very good rolls on this gun. I get 250, 260 damage all the time, and even on low rolls I get 230, 236, something like that. So it's a good gun. It's essentially the BDR's gun with the autoloader. So again, if you drive a light tank, don't run across the field. Don't use your speed just because you're the fastest tank or one of the faster tanks in the game. You don't have to run out and get yourself killed in the beginning of the battle and hope and pray for a scout medal. No, your job as a scout is to spot for your team and hopefully last as long as everybody else, if not the whole entire game. Okay, now let me show you some replays. Now this is Silvergorsk, standard battle, I think. Yeah, I think it only has standard. Anyway, this one's really short. I just want to show you what I mean by allowing, not running out and get yourself killed and waiting for your opportunity, to kill other tanks. Now, obviously, in this is a very tier 10, well, tier 10, tier 9 battle, mostly tier 9s, 3 tier 10s on each team, and a whole bunch of big, nasty tier 9s. And on the bottom, we have a little scout platoon here. Me and 2 T-71s, and obviously, they are amazing scouts as well. Now, in our clan, we study combat tactics all the times and camping spots, so in this map, on this site, we all had the same idea because that's kind of where we train to go. So, yeah. Okay, no, too crowded. I'm gonna go find some other spot. Going up that hill, on this tank, yeah, you're asking for it. So, let's go to the other side and see what else we can find. Oh, they spotted something. They spotted a Persian, and they spotted the E5. You know, that E5 is gonna have a very bad day in a minute, but let's not worry about that for now. So, I'm gonna go find myself a decent spotting position and see what we can find. Now, I'm thinking about going up that hill, but I see tanks there, so I don't want to get too far, because let me pause. That ridge right there, a lot of tank will pop out, so I don't want to go there now. There's a awful panther fighting one of our teammates, and I see that my other teammate's dead, and he killed the awful panther. And now, oh, there's another T-71. I don't want to engage him because I don't know what's behind him. If I pop out engage him, then I'm gonna suffer the same consequence as my teammates. So I'm gonna back off, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait, buying my time, waiting for something to happen. I know he's coming, and I know that right here there's a ditch. So if he comes over this ditch, I'm gonna be able to shoot the top of his tank. So, but oh, wait a minute. I told you he got friends. Oh, there's IS-4. I'm not too far from him. Now, as you can see on the mini-map, if I can... How do I make it bigger? Okay. I got this mod from Circumflex. If you guys don't know him, he's amazing. You guys should subscribe to his YouTube channel, watch his live stream. This is his mod. The first small circle you see, okay, where my tank is, if any tank gets into that circle, they immediately proximity spot me, which means they will see where I am. And this mod is very, very useful in this occasion. Now, IS-4, T-71, that circle is just outside of their range unless they come up that little ramp. And there's a whole bunch of tank on the other side. As you can see, there's, you know, Patton, there's a Centurion 7-1, there's an E5, there's an E75. So, and then there's an M103. Now, I'm hoping they haven't spotted me, and that M103 is going to attract all of their attention. Now, you see that E5, the enemy E5, he is also coming. Okay, so let's shrink our mini-map down to really small. Okay, bigger. All right, there we go. Now, I'm gonna sit here. Now, I'm sweating my balls off now. I'm so worried that the IS-4 is gonna detect me, and if he does, I'm so dead. Okay, no, he hasn't detected me. He's, as I suspected, he went right for that M103. Now, M103 is have to defend that position. He can't back off. If he backs off, if he leaves, then that GW Tiger P is going to be in a lot of trouble. Now, again, here's my problem. I can't engage anyone. If I shoot anyone, I immediately get spotted because everyone's too close to me. Now, there's a T-71 there. The E5 just came up to fight that M103, and the IS-4 is already engaging him. And now what do I do? Do I run? Now, if I run, they'll still spot me, and I still have a chance of being shot in the back by that E5. And the M103 is almost certain that will get killed by both of the tier 10 heavies, and our artillery might die. So I have to wait here and see if I can get an opportunity to at least kill one of them or put some damage on one of them. Okay, so M103 went down and got into the ditch with the IS-4. Now I still can't fight because that T-71 still have a very good chance of killing me. Now WZ-120 came out and he got the attention of the E5. Now T-71 can't kill me, so I'm killing the E5. He have his side against me. This is the thing with this gun. Okay, 6 clips. I have an incredible amount of firepower. Essentially, you have 1,500 damage to put out. Easily 1,500 damage to put out. He was 600 damage. It took me 3 shots, but again, I took out the tier 10 was a scout. And here comes a dirt moment. There's the IS-4. I have 1 round, so fire off the round and then reload, and then I can fight him. Yeah. Did you forget you have a 40-second reload time? Ah, crap. Okay, well, I guess I'll run. Okay, now last battle, I eventually ran to the other side, killed the Persian, and I killed Artie. And they were all really low health. I one-shotted them each, and then their entire team swarmed me, killed me. But by then, there was only 3 of them left, and half of our team was still alive. So obviously, that was a very comfortable win. But as you can see, opportunity. This is a hunter in the sense that it hunts wounded animals. It's not strong enough to take on big games like a heavy tank or even a medium tank. You can easily kill scout with it, but it's a very, very good spotter. So you want to be sitting somewhere spotting your enemy, and when they're least expected, pop out and attack them. So in this game, and funny thing is, of course, me and my buddy Reaper's on one team, and we have 2 other members of our clan on the other team, and of course they're gonna talk shit to me and tell me that they're gonna kill me. They never got the chance, but that's okay. Yeah, stupid ISA. In this map, even though it seems very big, never stay out in the open, because if you do, someone on the other side was very good view range is gonna spot you, and then they're gonna tear you apart. We lost ISA, and this is beginning of the match. This first minute, and yeah, I think this was the day that I bought my E100, so I was bragging about it. Okay, now there isn't anybody on this side, but to the enemy, there's always someone up here. There's a leper on the other side of the hill, and is he our clan? No, just a very similar name. Okay, there's a leper on the other side of me, but he's by himself, and if he gets spotted, it's a leper. It's just gonna die. So I'm gonna keep the enemy here. At least when they are coming up this side, I will know they're coming. Now, see AMX 1375. Now, as long as I can spot them, my teammates are going to shoot them. And as long as they're being shot at, hopefully that means they would think twice about coming up this really, really weakly defended side. 75 he is being shot at. He just hasn't been hit yet. So they know that we're up here, so good. They'll keep where they are and not spot me. And again, take a look at our T-71. This is what I mean. Why on earth would you run out like that, get yourself killed, get no credit, no bonus, a huge repair bill? Well, okay, not a huge repair bill, but a repair bill nonetheless, and waste a perfectly good tank. T-71 has amazing DPM. It has APCR for, primary ammo. It's a really good tank. People do extremely well in these tanks, and it's a better raider than, in my opinion, that's a better raider than my tank. So why would you want to run out and get yourself killed? Some people don't understand them. Anyway, let's fast forward a little bit. So we'll go time 2 because most of this is just sitting around spotting. And it's just that one tank. Now he got shot, he got engaged a few times, and eventually took a couple hits. And so the rest of their team decided that it's not really a good idea. But okay, look at their map. Our team actually pushed up that hill on A3, A2, A3. So we're winning that side, and the T-71 is still alive. Now Reaper decided that that side didn't need his help anymore, and he forgot that he wasn't supposed to be up there because he's a light tank, because most of the time we play heavies and that's his corner. So he's coming back to help. Whoops, shouldn't have paused that. Anyway, zoom out and continuous replay. Whoops, 2-time replay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so obviously there are a few tanks there, and our object has moved up. At this point, I decided that there is a light tank coming up that hill, and Reaper is heading for it, and I'm gonna go make sure that that tank gets killed. It is AMX 90. If it catches up 131 alone, he'll kill it. So obviously I don't want my platoon mate to die, so I'm gonna make sure that he's taken care of. But I came here a little bit late. He ran away realizing that it was a losing fight, and unfortunately he turned the wrong corner and got himself killed, which is fine. Enemy tank is enemy tank. They just have to die. I don't care how they die. So going back, and again, as you can see, this is a very tier 10 battle. We have quite a few tier 10s on our team. They have quite a few tier 10 on their team. They even have a mouse. So we're gonna come here and we're gonna see if I can take some shots on that ISA. ISA are notoriously bad at armor. So okay, he's engaging your object, and Leopard 1's going to help. So I better go for it, because yeah, see, there's more of their team coming, and I just shot the rock. Okay, now I just wasted 2 shots and with no result whatsoever. I obviously just hit the rock in front of the Tiger, and who put that rock there? And no shots. Yeah, that wasn't me at all. Leopard 1. And I decided I've wasted too many shots, so I better finish off these rounds and yeah. Fire off those shots so I can reload and re-engage. Now Reaper obviously went up the hill and is now in the thick of things, and I better go support him, because again, platoon mate, don't want them to die. At this point I'm loaded. Now there's quite a few scary tanks. There's Object 140, the new tier 10 medium up there. I'm being shot on the side, so I have to move up the hill so I get out of his gun range. There is a Foch and Object 1. Yeah, a tier 10 TD and a tier 10 medium. I'm not in a good spot, and Reaper just got killed by the Arty. Oh, I'm really not in a good spot. And they know I'm here. Oh, and the Leopard 1. So there's 3 tier 10s up here now. Okay, well I killed the medium, and oh, get out of the way was the other medium. Sorry, I should slow down a little. So I think they took care of the TD, and Mouse just died. So now it's just the SU-122. Oh well, SU-122-54, not 44. The Tier 9 Russian TD, which have amazing DPM. No armor, but amazing DPM. And oh, he just got killed. No, just the RD left. Now, as you can see, that was quite engagement. I mean, that was some pretty scary moment there that I thought for sure I was gonna die, but somehow I managed to live. Now all I have to do is hunt down the RD and end the game. I'm not capping. There's almost 5 minutes left on the clock. Why cap? There's only one tank. It's only RD. It's not going to give us any trouble. It's not going anywhere because it can't really run. He's literally being cornered. We all knew where he is, or we all know where he is now, because yeah, he's either here or he's back at the other corner, which I'm pretty sure he's here. And if he's back at the other corner, we probably wouldn't catch him anyway. As soon as we go up the hill, he's just gonna jump in the water and drown himself. So where are you? Oh no, he's behind me. Uh oh. He's turning, I'm turning. Missed the first shot, he missed his, but again, I'm an autoloader, and you just ran out of luck. And you'll never reload in time. And 2 badly aimed shots. Pretty close, but didn't get me. Yeah, okay. Okay, last video of the day. This is pretty standard. It's a standard battle, so pretty much if you're starting from this side, there's only one logical place. Well, Magical Forest is it's pretty bunch of horrible place to scout because there's nothing to spot. There's so much cover unless you get to the very edge of the Magical Forest, which you're just asking to be shot at. So really just, you know, B1 that area. But again, there's a trick of getting up to that hill. Yeah, there's a failed platoon of Jagdtiger and Tiger 2 and the ARF V39, which is the egg? I don't know. In my opinion, the worst tank destroyer in the game. I would drive anything. I would play a Lee for a year before I play that tank, which sadly I have one because I want to work up that line. Now, this is a very important spot. As any tank coming up this hill, if you go over the top, you are guaranteed to be shot at because someone, knowing that people does this, are going to wait in the bushes right around GF line, just waiting for someone to pop over this hill so they can put a bullet in their head. So go as close to the red line as you can. For me, it doesn't matter because I'm fast enough, but if you have a big tank, you really have to hug that line. Again, right here, same thing. If you go over this hill, okay, on the very top, everyone on that hill is going to shoot at you. So again, go along the line, and even in this case, I saw the Jagdtiger, I hesitated, so my friend just died. So now there's 2 bush here. Okay, first one, second one. Don't go to the second bush unless you know what's over the valley right under this hill, because your left side is completely exposed. If you're going up that bush and there's anyone in that valley looking your way, they're gonna spot you, and then you're not gonna have time to back off. As a light tank, you're just gonna die. So this is your number 1 spotting position. You can poke out a little bit more. As long as your tank is completely covered behind the bush, you're fine. Now activate your binocular, activate your camo net, look at how far you can see. Okay, but of course this is, again, oh, this is a pure spotting position. Okay, unless you're in the Hellcat, there's no way you can engage anyone in this bush because see, your tank is literally pointing up, and unless you have American gun depression or maybe I don't know, British, you're not gonna engage anyone. Your whole purpose is look. There's all of these big tanks behind you. Your whole entire purpose here is so that they have stuff to shoot at and they don't have to spot for themselves. And at this range, for instance, that E100 at this kind of range is going to be ridiculously hard to kill. So, yeah, sit in the bush, spotting everyone, and watch them get pummeled by everything. That T92, oh man, he has an E100 to shoot at. He must be smiling so wide right now. If all these targets to shoot at, none of them's moving. I don't even think that T71 on the other team realized that he was ever spotted because he didn't really move. He was still there. I think he's still there. Anyway, they are beginning to move up, but in that valley right there where those two mediums are, yeah, you are covered from everybody else. You're not covered from the Artie, and we have a finger of God. So, yeah. Now I don't know why U100 make it up here. That's a really bad spot for heavy tank because artillery is just gonna have a field day on you. But he managed to kill the other E100, so I'm not really gonna complain. I still don't have any shots, and I still don't want to poke out. Remember, there was a Yak Tiger back there. He's not gonna one-shot me because I have 100 health. But if he tracks me, or if those two mediums start to fire on me, I'm not gonna have a very good day. And our team's not doing too well. People are dying in the Magical Forest, but I guess if you want to really think about it, or depending on how you look at it, the people that died are low efficiency players, but at least on our team. But yeah, now I am out of target and everybody behind me has moved up, so I have to get into a better position to support them. I'm useless here now, so I'm moving. Go to the second bush. Now I know no one's down here. See if I can spot anything else. No. Okay, so that means most likely we're clear up to the F line, and we're probably clear up to the G line because I'm pretty sure that Yak Tiger is running the other way. So yeah, we can move now. This is a very dangerous move because if you drive this way, everybody that's camping back there in the bushes have shots on you, but fortunately no one fired at me. Okay, no. Okay, that is... How did I miss that one? And I bounced off the side of him? And again? Oh, come on. This is not fair. Okay. I'm making a pretty gutsy move, knowing my team is losing anyway, and we're not doing too well. So, I'm making a move on the Yak Tiger. I know I'm faster than him. Oh, my track ate it. Look at that scumbag go! That's what they do, right? They're spotted, so they start running. Now I got him. I'm trying to put shots into the Artie, and yeah, that's a very aimed shot. I shot the ground in front of me. Okay, I have one round left. Fired off that one round, so I can reload. Now the score is looking a little bit better. We're doing 7-9. We're still losing. Now, I want to support the E100. My problem is I'm not loaded. I have nothing to shoot at, or I have nothing to shoot back at. I have no ammunition. Now I'm gonna wait here. Now in a bit I'm gonna take a shot, a pretty big one. See, look, I took a very, very big shot, but look at how much health it took off me, which means it's something big. Okay, on the other team, there is a T-30, a Tortoise. Most likely that shot came from the T-30. Now, you have to sit here and think, do I run? My clips is almost loaded. I'm gonna kill that T-71 because he's not looking at me, and that's one gun off. That's one gun less shooting back at the E100. He's not gonna be able to reload and shoot me again. So I'm gonna let it reload, and stupidly he destroyed the only cover he have. But I have no gun elevation, so kill him. And the medium. Now, there's a Conquer. I can run because I'm not going to win the fight with Conquer. But if I run, E70, E100 is guaranteed dead. And if I can keep him here long enough, the match is very even. Other than the fact that we have a artillery and me, and they have 2 TDs and 2 heavies. So if I can hold him here as long as I can, and allow our other 2 TD, which seems to be doing well, push on the other side of the enemy and at least keep some attention on my side, then I did my job. Now I did a great job spotting. Now it's I have to be a raider. I have to be able to fight and hopefully put as much damage into the enemy as I can. I doubt I'll survive this, but I'm gonna do my best to try at least keep attention on myself as long as I can to support my team. Again, this is a team game. If you run and they finish off the E100, they turn on R2 TD, then this is a guarantee loss. If I stay and fight and draw them long enough, we might still win. So Conquer took a big hit and he bounced off the E100. I'm going to buy the E100 some time and engage the Conquer. Now I only have 90 health left, and so yeah. Put a shot into the Conquer, I die. Now Conquer have 70 health, and even if he takes a ram from the E100, he's gonna die. Essentially, a light tank that had no health, well, not a lot of health at least, and an E100 with under 100 health pretty much got that Conquer. So yeah, E100 rams him like I thought. See, it's that T30, and of course that T30 probably is going to finish our E100, but he's spotted. The M103 is spotted. Unfortunately, Tortoise took out our Foch 155, but that's okay. T29 should not have any problem fighting the M103. I guess I left the game at this point, but we did win. And in the end, we did win. Tortoise got killed, got one-shotted by Doherty, and the U100 finished off the T30. So again, scouting doesn't mean running out, getting yourself killed. Scouting means spotting for your team, allowing your team, giving your team eyes, allowing your team to engage at a safe distance while you keep your enemy lit up. And once they're softened up enough, and once all of their attention are focused on your teammate, then as a light tank with a decent amount of damage, you can, one, bypass them, engage their arty and kill it, so take a major threat off the map, or simply engage them if they're low health, pick them off as you go. But to me, the scouts' number 1 priority is spotting. Number 2 priority is sniff out the artillery on the other team if they have any, especially big artillery. Either force them to make a mistake and get himself killed, or kill them. And third, and that's only if you are able to get around the other team. If you cannot, then you engage the lowest health tank on the other team with the biggest gun. Take out as many of them as you can, or at least damage them as many of them as you can. And at that point, you need to draw as much attention to yourself as you possibly can, so your enemy team will turn on you, allowing your team to engage your enemy from the other direction. So, I hope this is a some helpful tip for how to scout and how to use light and quick vehicles. Hope you guys enjoyed my replays and my commentaries, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can do this more often. Wish you guys luck and have fun in this game.